Loose powder versus compact powder, which one is your best bet? Let's find out in this video. This is how my favorite creator explains it. Imagine water getting converted into ice, okay? This is under the influence of temperature, okay? Likewise, your loose powder also gets converted into your pressed powder or compact powder under the influence of three factors, okay? Number one, addition of a binder. Binder is an ingredient which is added to your loose powders when they are compressing it to a compact powder. This binder will help the loose powder particles to hold on better, which actually is the factor that contributes to the higher coverage of compact powder when you compare them with the loose powders, okay? So number two is an oil phase. An oil phase is added to the ingredient to again make it hold better under the pressure. This oil phase makes compact powder an ideal option for dry skin, okay? Number three is pressure. Now they apply pressure to the loose powder to press and compress it into a compact, into a pan, okay? So this pressure actually depends upon the size of pan, so that is not something that we need to speak here, okay? That is for manufacturers, okay? So now let's see which skin type can use what. Let's start with the compact powder. If you have dry to very dry skin, you can use compact powder to set your makeup. And if you are someone who loves sheer coverage, you can skip your foundation and concealer and just use a compact powder to get that coverage, okay? Number three, if you are someone who only uses concealer, you can use a compact powder to set your face. Because using only concealer can have some demarcations between the places where you used concealer and the places where you did not use concealers. So to conceal that a bit, you can actually use a compact powder all over your face, okay? So those were the three categories in which you can use your compact powder. And which categories should avoid a compact powder is if you are someone who has fine lines and wrinkle underneath your eyes, you have to avoid using compact powders to set your face, okay? So if you are that category, then go for loose powders, okay? Again, as I already mentioned, if you are someone who has fine lines and wrinkles, go for loose powders. And if you have combination to oily skin, set your T-zone with a loose powder. Don't go in for a compact powder if you have oily skin or normal skin or combination skin, because your T-zone has that capacity to produce a lot of oils, right? So only loose powders can control it, no matter how much claims compact powders gives, like oil control for 15 hours, 20 hours, 24 hours, they won't, okay? So loose powders are your best bet, okay? So when you compare, if you ask my opinion, I would say loose powders are best when it comes to setting your makeup, except for dry to very dry skin, okay? So except those categories, everyone can buy a loose powder. Even dry to very dry skin can use loose powders, but make sure to buy something that's low duty. Heavy duty loose powders tend to dry out because their role is to keep your face matte and tend to dehydrate your skin sometimes. So again, if you have dry to very dry skin, try to use a low duty loose powders or just go in for a compact powder. But if you are someone who loves to do makeup, I would suggest you have both, because both kind of caters to different occasions in everyone's life, okay? So I use compact powders and also loose powders that actually, based on the day and my mood and what look am I going in for, okay? And if you're using compact powder, make sure that you don't pick your compact powder using a damp sponge, because it will make your makeup look heavy, because it will pick up a lot of powder and pack a lot, and which is not something desirable. And also I would say avoid using a sponge too, because again it picks up a lot of powder, okay? Use a fluffy brush to apply compact powders always. In case if you need a higher coverage from your compact, then you can use a puff, okay? For applying loose powders, puffs are best, and if you want to bake, use damp beauty blender, okay? And if you want to dust your loose powder onto your entire face, use this. And if you have dry skin, go for a fluffy brush while applying loose powder, because it kind of picks up and packs lesser product when you compare with these two tools. So again, if you have dry to very dry skin, it may prevent your skin from getting very dry due to a loose powder, okay? When you apply it with a fluffy brush. So those were all the things I wanted to say about compact and loose powders. I understand this is a little bit of a longer video, but I hope you found it informative and helpful, and you can select a powder for your need, okay? Save this video and follow for more. Bye.